All right, check 1 2, check 1 2. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I'm in a shitty spot. I don't know. Actually, this spot I usually have pretty good internet, but it's not happening now. Somebody probably took out a tower or some shit. Y'all let me know if you can hear me, please. Hey, Frogger, there's one. Did you get a notification by chance? And can you hear me? Try this. All right, Led Zeppelin. What's up, Terrence? Thank you, Frogger. All right, I'm going to create a link. We may or may not have a very special guest come up. I don't know if she's going to show or not, but that's totally up to her. All right, let me throw out a link. Sometimes I wish I wasn't so stupid. All right. All right. I appreciate you, Frogger. What's up, Jane? How are you? All right, we back. Sorry, I had to move away from the fire because I had to walk out here and get better signal. Yeah, I got the T-Mobile stutters, even though I'm not on T-Mobile. Uh, it's because of where I'm at. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. This particular spot, I usually have pretty good signal, but I don't know what's going on. So I had to walk away from the fire. What's up, Steph? What's up, Mike? Yeah, fuck it, we'll do it live. Yeah, I have Verizon. Yeah, Locke, if you want to come up, you're more than welcome. Like I was saying earlier, we may or may not have a very special guest coming. I don't know if she really wants to come up, but I made the offer. And she has some very interesting things to say. I'm not going to twist her arm, though. She will when she's ready, if she's ever ready. What's up, the other Bill? John, Julie Jade, Rob, PHI. Oh, here, kitty. I'm sorry if I missed anybody, but I never learned how to read. Oh, did we have heavy solar flares yesterday? Yeah, that'll fuck shit up. Hey, what's up, JFK? White Claw. What in the hell? I see something flashing out of the corner of my eye, but there's nothing there. Oh, I might have a migraine coming on. I don't know. Hang on, I got some migraine stuff. If I take it now, it'll stop it. Yeah, the alien. Actually, I do see something up in the sky, but it disappears. If I can find it again, I'll turn my camera back on. I mean, I'm sure it's just an airplane or whatever, but I don't know. Hang on, I gotta turn my screen brightness down because it's freaking blinding me. There we go. That's better. I think I was actually signaling aliens in here right now. Yeah, whatever it was, it's gone. Yeah, we'll give that potential guest a minute. But if anybody else wants to come on in the meantime, you're more than welcome. Oh, we're going to be able to see the aurora borealis. I'm in northwest Indiana, so yeah, I'm always looking at the sky anyway. Usually because I've fallen and I'm laying flat on my back. I tell you what, if any of you haven't done it already, and you get a chance to go up to Alaska and check out the aurora borealis or the northern lights up there, do it. It is freaking awesome. I mean, we were hunting and camping, and it was just wild. Wednesday night, I'll have to be looking for that fucker. What's up, Cat Eyes? Cat Eyes, if you answered this question last night, I didn't see it, but I was wondering where Mackenzie doxed you and when, because I didn't know anything about her doing it. Hey, Heather, glad to see you. What's up, Tanya D? Yeah, pretty sure that's the fake John Davis, but that's okay. Hey, Terrence, are you still in here? Yeah, watch yourself, keyboard cowboy. My chat's not like Locksmith. He ain't gonna get away with as much here. Okay, Cat Eyes, that's no problem. I'm not gonna try to pry it out of you if you don't want to tell me. That's cool. No problem. Terrence, you want to come up? I know we were talking about it before. Maybe you can help me loosen the crowd up a little bit. What's up, Backburner? Yeah, no problem, Cat Eyes. I am an asshole, but I might not be as much of an asshole as what you've heard. Hey, what's up, Webb? man, come on. Why won't it post? There it goes. Finally. Yeah, Terrence, I don't have Nightbot set up yet. I got to look up how to do that. Oh, you're on the catch? Okay, cool. What's up, Mrs. Belding? Yeah, I got to look up how to do the Nightbot shit and get one going. That way you don't have to rely on me to do anything.
Hey, Bill, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, Terrence?
Not much, just chilling tonight. How's the fire going?
Well, it was going pretty good, but I had to walk away from it because I lost signal out there. So unfortunately, I can't. I'm not no really close to it right now.
Oh man, well that's the internet for you, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
yeah, how
what's
are
up, Matt?
things?
Say what?
How are things?
Pretty damn
What do you
good,
have
man.
doing?
I'm loving living out here.
That's
I
good.
should have just abandoned my house a long time ago.
Man, I could totally see myself doing like something that you're doing. You know, just hanging out in the woods and all that.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm used to it. I've always been an outdoor guy. My real thing is survivalism.
Yeah,
So
so
it's kind of my thing anyway.
well, it's you know, it's actually smart to have that, you know. But so I take it you're not like a city man then, are you? Like you don't like the city
No,
view.
I lived in town since. No, I don't like cities. It depends on the city. Like, well, Indianapolis even has gotten to be shit now. Like the around the Circle Center there used to be beautiful, but now it's like overrun with homeless people.
It's just like my
And
city.
nothing against the homeless, but man, some of them are aggressive as fuck. And I
It,
go into
it,
bodyguard mode down there, and I can't relax.
yeah, kind of similar to my city. A lot of homeless people. One got shot and killed yesterday downtown. He had a weapon on him. I think he was like in his
Oh
70s.
wow.
Yeah, he was like swinging around like to cars and people. It's just way too many homeless people, but I'm kind of stuck here. So, but yeah, I always see your streams. I'm like, damn, it's something I want to do one day. Just hang out in the woods, you know, just be at peace and enjoy the quietness, you know.
Well, do you have like is there some place where you can go and do that when you want?
No, I live downtown in my city, but I would have
I
to
got you.
probably, yeah, I would have to leave Windsor for that, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's always like state parks or what have you. I'm sure there's something within driving distance if you just want to go camping or whatever.
Yeah, but well, I'm kind of used to the city though. It's been so many years, I guess. But you know, always be good for a change of pace, I guess.
Right. Yeah, like
But
I've
yeah,
always lived in I can't I live in a big city. I've always lived in like small towns or out in the country and I'm good.
have you ever been to Canada before?
Yeah. Yeah, I used
Yeah,
to
that's where I'm
go up
from.
there and hunt and fish.
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
And awesome. The parts that
Yeah, I
I
always
saw of it
wanted-
were beautiful, but I didn't get into many like cities. You know what I mean?
yeah. So I live across from Detroit there. And
Oh,
it's,
really?
yeah, live in a decent sized city.
Right.
But yeah, just a lot of
I'm
homeless people.
I guess yeah. Yeah, Detroit is a shithole, man. The only time I went there was I was a Union officer for a while, and I had to go there on Union, and then I chased a few fugitives in Detroit, and man, ugh,
Yeah, Detroit's always been a shithole. but it's not as bad as Chicago though. So
Yeah, and yeah, I can't stand Chicago, man. I try to. I'm only about an hour and a half from there, and I try to avoid it as much as I can. I've had to go to doctors and shit up there, but
try to avoid it at all costs.
Gary, Indiana. I don't know if you know much. What's that?
Try to avoid Chicago at all costs.
Yeah,
Yeah, Chicago's like a
I
death
don't know
trap.
if you know much about Gary, Indiana, but that Gary, Indiana is a fucking war zone, and
I've heard of
I
it, but I don't
had
know
to
much
chase
about
the.
it.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
that
I've heard it.
far from where I operated at, so I went up chasing a few fugitives up there, and oh man, there were a couple of neighborhoods. Like we would go to the police departments, kind of depending on where we were at, and tell them who we were because we operated in plain clothes a lot. And
Yeah,
you know, when shit goes down and the cops show up, if there's not a black guy around, they're gonna shoot the third guy. And I got a long ass ponytail, so we would check in
yeah.
until they knew who we were and hopefully wouldn't shoot us. But there was a couple times I went up there and told them where I was going. White boy, you ain't gonna make it out of there alive. They're gonna kill you.
Oh
And
man.
so we just wound up taking a bunch of cops with us, and pulling them out that way. But oh yeah, this one cop, like I always wore a bulletproof vest, and mine was pretty thin, but it would still supposedly stop a 357 at point blank range. So I
Yeah.
could put on under a t-shirt. You can't tell I got it on. You know, I had that,
Mm.
and I went up there, and the cop was like, "Where's your armor?" I'm like, "I'm wearing my armor." He's like, "No, where's your outers?" I'm like, "I didn't bring any fucking outers." And he's like, "You're gonna need this, boy." And he gets into his trunk, and like they wore their regular bulletproof vest and the fucking like flak vest on
Kevlar?
the outside,
Kevlar?
huh?
Kevlar
Yeah,
vest?
mine
Or
was actually yeah, for most of them are, but mine was actually what's it called, Xylon, which is
okay.
it's more expensive, but it's thinner and it supposedly stops more.
Mm.
I just posted a video today on my Instagram where I tested a ballistic plate that I made, and it stopped a 308 at 100 yards. But
Yeah, I'll
it,
have to
you know,
take a
it's
look
real
at that.
small and link. Yeah. All right. I've been ignoring the chat again. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, if they ever
Yeah,
lifted
JFK,
restrictions,
Michael Jackson.
if they ever
Hmm?
lifted restrictions, man, I might have to hit Indiana and pay a visit and go camping.
Hey, dude, I'll take you out, man.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean take you out. I mean take you to the
I'm
woods, not take you out. You know?
Very poor choice of words. Yeah, but
Yeah, well, you know.
those restrictions though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I dipped out on Livestream last night, and I came back and I saw you and Ed with I see you and I forget who the other person
Hmm.
was. Kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting there. Like I got respect for ICU, you know.
I do
But
too. We obviously don't agree on Tommy, but he
yeah,
was respectful, and we could have a civil conversation. So you know.
that's what it's all about. As long as you respect one another, I got no problem with you. You got no problem with me. That's how it is, you know.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean everybody seemed to go off on Ryan and Red Hood, but
Yeah,
you can't. They got thick heads, so I get
yeah. Well,
aggravated.
well,
But as
well
long as
they're,
somebody's respectful and acts like an adult, hey.
yeah, it's true. Even though I'm not a Tommy fan by any means necessary, I'm not. I just can't stomach him.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm still blocking his channel.
Well, I haven't been on his channel enough to get blocked since I just decided to leave it. I mean, I was one of Tommy's first mods, and I've never had a conversation with a guy, but it was just because I was modded everywhere else and he saw that. But like,
Yeah,
I could tell he was full of shit, but I couldn't prove it at the time and didn't really care. So I just left. I just didn't go back. And
yeah.
then I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is, but like when people have problems or whatever, they want something taken care of, they come to me, and then
Mm.
like I really don't want to be as involved with the Tommy thing as I am, but it's like
I
certain shit just has to be known, you know?
yeah, like people need to be aware of him.
Hmm.
and be careful of them, I should say.
Right. And the only reason I'm as vocal as I am, I mean, one, yeah, I will call out somebody that I can prove was a scammer, and we can prove that with Tommy. I will call that out.
Yeah.
But the only reason I've been so vocal on panels and shit is because of what these women are saying, and these two don't know each other, and they got almost the same story. You know, it's just there's too much there that
Well, what's that saying?
there's something there.
Yeah, what's that old saying? Where
Hmm?
there's smoke, there's fire. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, they both said the same thing about ripped shirts, and
Too
I
much
mean,
of a
I knew
coincidence.
about cherries for a long time, but I was, yeah, it was the same. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to talk a whole lot about Tommy on here, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
I don't either. I don't.
Happened to come up, but we, I mean, we already have a Tommy watching channel and a website, and I don't think we need another one. You know.
Yeah. This is a Tommy free zone.
Well, I wouldn't say that exactly, but
Mm,
I don't know. I think we just got off on it because we're talking about having respectful conversations with people that you don't agree with.
yeah. But yeah, as I said though, she's got my respect for, the way she handled herself.
Yeah, I completely agree. Same thing with Damone. I mean, um, don't agree with him at all on Tommy, but he's respectful, you know. So fuck it.
Yeah.
There's no reason to hate on the guy.
Mm,
He knows how I feel or how we feel, and we know how he feels, and
yeah.
that's that.
Can't do nothing about it, I guess.
Right.
So
All
how
we
long you
could
been
do
doing
is
it?
educate people the best we can, and we let it go at that.
Yeah. So how long you been doing the whole outdoors thing? Like,
Oh, my whole
like,
life.
oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, I've been doing it my whole life. I mean, I grew up out in the country and grew up hunting and fishing with my dad.
Yeah.
Like I was in scouts, and it's just my thing. And I used to
Mm,
be before I got hurt. I used to be a lot more active. Like I used to go way out, like up into the mountains and stuff like that. I think
yeah.
I've told this story on here before, but I had to had to be rescued by a helicopter one time.
Really? Jeez,
Yeah, I
for what?
was oh well, fuck. I forget the name of the trail I was supposed to be on. Now it's been too long. I was 90, 94, I think, or 96.
Mm,
I don't. It was somewhere in the mid 90s, but anyway, that was like before everybody had GPSs and they're like cell phones. Just, I mean, they just weren't
before the
around. They weren't
technology.
a thing yet.
Yeah, before technology kicked in.
And I mean, yeah, and some people did have satellite locators, but they were huge and heavy. So I mean, I
Mm,
knew how to. I can read a paper map with a compass and figure out where the hell I'm at and where I need to go. So anyway, there
yeah.
was like no way to track you electronically, and the trail I was on was rugged, so not as many people would go on it as the lighter ones. I was by myself,
Yeah.
and there had been a huge rock slide, like a whole part of a mountain slid down, and it covered over the trail that I was supposed to be on. So
Mm,
I had to cut around it, which put me off the map or off the trail. I mean,
yeah.
and while I was out there, I tried to, like, I'm not a rock climber, but I tried it and fucked it up and wound up messing up my leg, my knee, and my ankle.
Oh
So, and I
man.
had plenty of food, plenty of water. Plus, I had access. There was water out there I could get to, so I wasn't really in trouble. But you were supposed to sign in at checking stations every so often, but they don't really check them that much.
Yeah.
And then they realized I was 2 or 3 days late for signing in for this one station, and so they had already kind of started looking for me, and like they had alerted like the local airplanes and shit. And so like they came to the conclusion that I was like under that rock slide, so they weren't looking for me in the right place.
Yeah.
And
That
I had
sounds scary
taken
though.
an orange, like I have an orange shirt, you know, a blaze orange shirt that I can put on in case I'm incapacitated. They'll see me easier. what
Yeah,
I
'cause
wound
the
up
shirt would
doing
stand
was
out.
tying a yeah, I tied a piece of paracord around it and looped it up around a tree and got that orange shirt nice and high, and I could yank it and make it kind of wave. Plus, I had a
Yeah.
signal mirror and all. Anyway, I'm doing all this stuff, and an airplane happened to see me. He wasn't even looking for me. He just happened to see my flag and my signal mirror. And he came down close, and I'm waving at him, and he rocks his wings, which let me know, you know, he saw me. And a couple hours later, here goes the freak helicopter. And it like I wasn't really hurt that bad. It was just because of where I was at. It would have taken them a couple of days to hike up and get to me, and then they would have to try to carry me out. So,
Oh
I mean,
man.
being rescued by the helicopter sounds really dramatic, but I was never really in any hard trouble.
Yeah, but it
It
was
was
perfect
fun
time
because
that
I love helicopters. You know.
yeah, it was perfect
Hmm.
time that they found you too.
Yeah, I mean, like
I
I
couldn't
said, I
imagine.
had plenty of food and water and stuff, so I wasn't really in any danger. Really the worst part was the fucking boredom because I was busted
Yeah,
up. I couldn't walk anywhere, couldn't really do anything. I had to fucking lay there for a few days, and
you're basically stuck.
the boredom was
Yeah,
the worst part.
yeah, I can imagine that. Like you were just stuck there, you know.
Yeah. But the weather was good and I had plenty of supplies, so it wasn't really that big a deal.
Yeah, it's good that you didn't have to worry about supplies or nothing.
Yeah. And like I said, I did have to tap because it had been raining a lot. There was a lot of
Yeah.
water around, so and I made a crutch. I could, walk, and I was able to get water and boil it and be fine. And I did have to kind of start resting my food, but it wasn't ever like a problem. So,
Hmm. I wouldn't. I would never. I could never imagine being in that kind of situation.
well, I mean, as long as you're prepared, and really the first rule is don't panic. If you panic, you're fucked
Yeah, it's
because
true.
you will
Well,
make all the wrong decisions.
yeah, that's true for in life in general. Just don't panic.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Whether you're driving a car or, and I stay away from other men's women, but like if you're banging another guy's wife and he comes in the door, don't panic. Just put your clothes on and slip out the back. I've heard.
Good advice there. Very good
Yeah,
advice
well,
there.
I like to teach the youngins.
Well, I'm not that young. I'm 42 now, so
I mean, really, rule number one is don't. Well, yeah. Well, I'm 49 and a half, so. But really, the first rule of that is don't mess with other people's wives. Just don't do
yeah, that's true. Although sometimes it's hard not to.
Oh shit, are we gonna get helicoptered?
What,
You
someone's
know what?
joining?
Fuck it. I'm good. What? What? I don't know. But talk about helicopters. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
What is
The
Kitty
same
Kitty
way
joining?
I handled trolls that were saying the N word. Oh, I don't know. I hope so. Same way I handled the trolls that were saying the N word, and the same way. I mean, like I was a long time ago, so I don't give a fuck if I get doxxed again. So that all being said, I'm just gonna helicopter myself, and then after that, it won't matter.
Okay.
Are you guys ready? All
Yeah.
right, hang on. If I get the balls going too, it'll look like a Chinook. Oh yeah, I mean Matt used to come at me something fierce, and now we're about an inch away from taking showers together in the wee hours of the morning.
Oh man. Yeah, Matt's a cool guy. I like him.
Yeah.
That still wasn't right what happened to him.
Black Hawk Down. What's that?
That still bothers me what happened to him a few months ago. How he got slandered like that.
That pisses me off too. I mean, at the time, Matt and I didn't get along, but that was some bullshit, man. I'm not gonna like even though I didn't like Matt at the time, that was fucking bullshit. So like I came out and spoke on his behalf and made posts about it and said he's not a fucking predator.
No,
He showed me
no,
he showed me the proof. You know, he showed me everything I needed to see, and explained some things.
that was slander right there. So surprised
Yeah,
Matt
that was some
didn't try to go
bullshit.
for. I'm surprised Matt didn't go try for a lawsuit though. He could have.
Well, it's really not too late.
You know. But Jeff did apologize. I'm not sure if Matt accepted it or not.
I don't blame Matt if he didn't accept. I don't think he did, and I don't blame him because that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, typically when somebody says some shit like that, it hangs over your head. But like
Yeah, you
when
don't want to
enough of
decide.
us that Matt was coming out came out and spoke on his behalf, that says something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, fuck Jeff. He was.
Yeah.
I don't know how they said it. Jeff was. I forget how they used to say it on my team or in my camp or whatever. I'm not. Yeah, fuck that. That shit's not cool.
Yeah. I just shake my head at him for saying that. Fuck. I thought he knew. I thought he knew better than that, but apparently not.
No.
Yeah, Matt's a cool guy.
Yeah, I like him now.
Yeah. So how long have you
Oh,
lived in Indiana for?
I lived in Indiana my whole life.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're not too far from PHI then.
I don't know exactly what city she's in, but I mean, Indiana's not that big, so it can't be too far away.
Yeah. Because I mentioned that to her in your chat this morning. I forget where she said exactly where she's at.
1 second. Hey, save my thingy down there. I never said LARP by name. You did that. I just said LARP was in here, and then you answered on that account, so you exposed yourself, Danny boy. But anyway, I don't from.
I can't hear you there, Bill.
I said I walked on you. I'm not sure what city PHI is from, but Indiana's not that big, so
Yeah. Yeah, they're a good group. Sammy and her daughter. They're really good at catching creds.
yeah, I like them. Here's the thing,
Especially
though,
the
like anybody that's come in new in the last 8 or 10 months, I am familiar with PHI, but there are so many freaking new groups now. I can't keep track anymore, man. I can't possibly watch, all that.
yeah. But the one that Alex helped them with, they decoyed one, and Alex caught the guy. It was really intense.
Which one was that?
Um,
I mean, I watched both of them, but I can't make that connection.
it was like from like a few days ago. Sammy, is she in the chat? I think she could
I
tell it
don't know.
better.
I haven't been watching the chat. I'm a bad host.
Y- Send a link and see if she wants to pop up.
I can do that.
Yeah, she could explain it better than I can. It was just like a few days ago, or
Right on. Yeah, I watch most of Alex's catches, and I watch a lot of PHI too, but I just don't
yeah,
remember which one that is.
yeah. I watch them too. I watch a lot of Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost was one of the first ones I started watching, like Ghost and oh, what's his name? Oh, Anxiety War, and a couple of Canadian ones. Got Creep Catcher Surrey or whatever it's called. I was
Justin
watching all
Payne.
them, and then somebody wants to come up. There's PHI. Yeah, Justin Payne. Yep.
Yep.
All right, PHI, welcome aboard. Wipe your feet before you come in. Oh, her
Hey,
mic's
Hi,
muted.
Sammy.
you guys.
Hey, Sammy.
I had to turn down
Hello,
my
what's going
volume.
on?
Oh, not much. How is everybody?
Appreciate that.
Doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm
Pretty good.
fabulous. Fabulous.
Awesome. So fill us in on
So,
which one of your catches Alex caught.
okay, so it was the Skateland Pred. He owned the skating rink and the strengthening place there in Terrell, Texas.
Okay.
So he was just terrible, you guys. He wanted to involve his 11-year-old daughter, and like it was bad enough some of the shit that he was saying, but then when he sent a text to me that was supposed to be his 11-year-old daughter talking and saying, my dad said that you guys were supposed to meet up and going to do some things, and I just wondered if you wanted me to send you a video on how to masturbate, and just it was
Oh
just
my
really
God.
terrible. It was
That's
terrible.
sick. That's very sick.
Man.
And I knew that I wasn't going to be able to
I
get
mean,
the funds. I wasn't going to be able to get the funds together fast enough to go get him. And so Alex was just the next best option, I felt.
And tell Bill
yeah.
about the
Yeah,
confrontation
for
that Alex
sure.
had with him.
You can't let
It was hilarious.
It was
Um,
intense, you know.
it
I
was
think I saw
very
that.
it was very intense. He only stayed outside for a couple minutes and looked through the chat logs and tried to make it seem like, yo, it wasn't me. So a friend of mine enhanced the audio to that, and you can hear, and then you see him pull his phone out of his pocket. And so I was calling him while Alex was catching him.
Perfect timing then,
Wow.
Sammy.
Yeah, Tiffany, we
It
have the chat
involved his
logs.
freaking time. Yeah. 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 Well, we have a little bit more faith in you than we do certain other people.
I would be glad to go live and read them for you guys.
Make sure your mic is clear though when you do it.
Oh my God.
Oh, locksmith with the codes again.
What does that mean? What
Yeah,
does it
I
say?
mean, to involve, it's oh, there's a code that locksmith has been cracking. So certain people that think clever aren't as clever as they think. We got their chat logs.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think it's bad enough this guy's trying to fuck a kid, but to 11 years old offering to make a video on how to freaking
Yeah,
man, I have a
he was
daughter, you know what I mean? And
It just makes your stomach turn when you hear that.
yeah, he was the worst. And
I remember
so
when my daughter was 11.
yeah, I couldn't imagine if I'd caught somebody talking to my kid like that when they were at all, let alone at 11.
I would hope to God my daughter didn't know what that was at 11 years old.
That's what we hope
I
for.
mean, little girls, I don't know exactly what age they start having those kinds of feelings on their own, but I think 11 is, yeah, oh my God, man.
You guys are hilarious. We need it, the chat logs. Frogger, I don't think he's going to give you those chat logs. I'm sorry. So I just wanted to kind of let you guys know too. I'm going to be doing. I'm not sure how yet, but I've had some family reach out to me from the old man that we caught, and I'm going to be doing an update on him real soon.
The one that you did on Facebook, right?
Yeah, when YouTube kind of stung us, yeah, we had to do it on Facebook, but
So his family members contacted you?
well, it's kind of hard to explain. They're not really family members, but they're like extended, like step grandchildren type of situations.
Yeah.
And one girl was even she was a step granddaughter who her parents had both passed away, and the lady, which was his wife, had this girl because both of her parents had passed away, and um, we'll just say he was pretty despicable. And
Why am I not surprised by this? So I was on your Facebook thing during that catch, and I said something tells me that he did this to other like family members.
multiple parents, multiple.
Oh, I'm
Um,
sure.
this
Yeah.
he said in that when we caught him, when we did the live, he made reference to having two sons, and one of his sons had passed away, but that him and his other son, they hadn't spoken like a couple years, he said, and he never really gave us a reason why. And allegedly the reason is because his son, um, I'm not sure of all the details yet, but his son supposedly caught him messing with one of his children.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
So I'm
Mhm.
still doing a little more investigating on him. There's a whole lot more to his story to come out. So y'all stay
So,
tuned.
uh, yeah, yeah, the older Preds, like the ones in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, whatever, most likely they've been doing it for decades.
This old man has a long
Oh yeah.
line of devastation behind him. A
Uh,
long line of it.
well, thank you for exposing them.
That's the
You are
thing,
so
man.
welcome. I'm
They
happy to
all
do it.
do. You know they. Yeah, thank you very much.
You know,
That's the
it's
thing
so
about
funny
these guys is like,
that whole town is on my Facebook now and my YouTube. It seems like so. He's
hmm,
definitely exposed.
has, has anybody else from there come out and said, "Hey, he did something to me" or anything like that? Oh shit! Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
we
could hear
can.
you.
PHI, has anybody from that town like come out and said, "Hey, that guy did," because he owned a skating rink, right? So
Oh,
he'd be around a lot of kids.
from Terrell, Texas. No, no one has reached out to me as of yet. Um, but that could be because don't have a video out yet.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not sure when Alex is going to post that video. But we
You
shall.
posting on your channel too, or no?
Well, I asked him if I could do a premiere, and sadly, he said no. He would like for me not to.
Okay.
But I do have a video ready to go. It's not the entire catch. It's just kind of mixed up with the chat log since I decoyed it.
Yeah,
And so I'm going to run that by him at some point after he posts his version
yeah.
and see if he might let me go ahead and post that and see what he says. I mean, worst
It's
he can
all
say is no.
it's all about the chat logs.
Oh, it's got all the chat logs.
Uh, Keyword being chat logs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chat logs weren't classified by the CIA or anything, were they?
No,
All right.
mine are not.
Right on.
Uh,
I got you.
and the old man, yeah, that old man too. So he also had gotten a couple people at a gas station in their town, so it wasn't just family. But the guy in Terrell, Texas, I suspect, once that video gets out and circulated a little bit more, I suspect a lot more people will be reaching out because, I mean, he's had full access to children.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if more people come out about him.
Absolutely.
Hey, little kid, come here in the back room and let me get you some special skates. You know that kind of shit's happened.
Yeah, it's like being a baseball coach or something for Little League.
Yeah, it's a scary thought. It's a scary thought.
Look at how many coaches that our people have caught, and how many like youth ministers and fucking,
Well,
what I
People
mean?
in high
It's just,
profile positions.
yeah, I've caught a teacher and a bus monitor, and I mean, yeah, and then you catch regular old men that look like grandpa, and so I mean, yeah, they're out there. They're monsters, and they're hidden behind what everybody thinks is a regular person.
yeah. I mean, monsters are definitely real. They just don't necessarily live under your bed.
Yeah, for sure. For
You know,
sure.
I had an uncle that and here's something that I think about, like when you call a family member, which I'm mostly for doing that. I don't necessarily think that they should be put on YouTube. Um, but I mean, they're surprised. Some of them I'm sure like aren't. But when my uncle got arrested for molesting his daughter, like my grandma, even though there was a tape of him confess, what he did was he called up his daughter like years later after he got out of prison. First of all, he was a fugitive, and they had to go hunt his ass down across the country. But after he only got 2 years. After he did his time and got out, he wasn't ever supposed to contact her, but he kept calling her. So she started recording the calls, and in one of the calls, like he apologized to her for doing that, even though he completely denied it. And my grandma heard that tape, and she still denied that it happened.
Mm.
So when it comes to family members, I'm kind of torn as to I'm for informed. They need to be informed for sure, but I don't necessarily agree with calling them on YouTube because they didn't do anything. You know what I mean? And now their voice is out there, and they get,
Yeah.
it's just I got mixed feelings about it.
I'm kind of a fence rider on that one, I guess, because I'll make them call someone.
Yeah. Their family definitely needs to know about it. I've got no qualms with that.
They have the right to know. They have the right to know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and that old man, well, I mean, I don't know. We weren't so sure that he wasn't going to fall out right then and fucking die too. So.
Sam, will you be doing any more like decoys, like for Alex down the line, or?
No, I'm not going to say I wouldn't. I don't know. I like going and getting them, so I don't know. I mean, I'm sure if one comes up that needs it, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all on a case by case basis, I think.
Yeah.
Because you get it. I mean, you start on it, and when you see just how sick they are, you get so deep in it, wanting them, just caught, that the ones that are right around you, you kind of lose sight of because you're so focused on that one that is far away. And so, yeah, it's hard for me to focus on the ones that are close when I'm focused on one so far away.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Well, yeah, that catch was.
I would get like that too when I was decoying.
Yeah, you get
there are some people
things that just grab a hold of you and make you are just like where you just, I knew when he said skating rink and all of that, it was like, man, like I just can't just walk away from this because, I mean, he just really, he needs to be caught. So,
yeah,
it just had to be that way.
Well, thank you for exposing him too.
Hey, not a problem. I'm honored to do it. Honored
it was a great team
that's
effort.
The thing. It's so freaking not want to say easy to catch these guys, but like I did mostly kick when I was decoying, and you put up your profile. We actually started our own chat room there that said it was 4 teams and it was 60% middle-aged men. But it was them, and of course we didn't allow real kids in there. It was them and a bunch of us decoys. And you know how it is when you're a decoy, you play 2 or 3 people.
That old man.
But yeah, I mean,
that old man hit me up through an age 13 to 20 site on Facebook.
Yeah, I know about those sites because I learned it from being on Steph's streams. And she was catching this one guy. He's a moderator for one of those groups.
Yep, that's where that old man came from. Was off of a teenager's dating thing on Facebook.
Yeah,
The
you know
other
which
guy,
one it was.
the other guy
You
came
know,
off of Meet 24.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about, though, right? Sammy's
Yeah,
the
I
one
do.
yeah, that weird looking guy.
Yeah, they're all.
Yeah.
And there's something weird about all of them.
AZ caught one of the guys that I decoyed that AZ caught. He was a moderator for a teen site, and I can't remember how old he was, but I think he was late 20s. But he had already been to prison for touching kids. And AZ went, and if I'm thinking of the right guy, this guy worked at a cell phone store, and AZ went there and got him at work.
Wow.
If I'm thinking of the right guy, but yeah, he was a moderator for, and he wasn't supposed to have any communication with kids, and he was a moderator for a kid's kick account.
Gross. That's sick and disturbing.
We had a guy here in our community.
Yeah.
I have exposed him multiple occasions. I've thrown his shit out there and said, hey, you guys. Well, he was eventually, had been taken in and was put on home detention, and he kept violating that. And whenever I would say something about it, he would say that I was just harassing him or, whatnot. And so, just to let everybody know, he is locked up. He's been locked up for like 2 weeks now. No bond.
Hope he never gets out.
Good.
Yeah.
It's a lot of these guys that get held without bond. Like I was a bondsman, and they'll still call a bail bond up and say, "Get me a bond." It's like, no, dude, that's not what we do. You get freaking desperate to get out. They start trying to cut deals. Like, well, I'll give you this if you can get me a bond. It's like, dude, I'm not a judge. I can't give you a bond if there's no bond. So he's sitting in there twisting.
Yeah, he was the one whose wife is like super supportive of her pedo husband, and
that when I hear stuff like that, it makes me sick. Delusional.
Yeah, she's super supportive. She's went so far as pretty much stalking me and my daughter to send us our photos that she's stolen and edited and all kinds of weird shit. And so every time
sounds like another weirdo I know from our community.
Yeah, every time she fucks with me, I'm gonna have her husband put in jail.
Good.
Basically, you fuck with me, I'll fuck with you right back.
That's right.
Does she know that?
That if he fucks with me, he's going to jail?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he does now.
All right.
He kept violating his stay-at-home order. Like he had a bracelet on his ankle and everything.
That doesn't work, though, does it? Like he could easily.
Well, he owns a garage like right across the street from a park, and that's been my biggest issue. Is like, how in the fuck can you let a full-blown pedophile stay across the street from a park all day claiming he's working? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. And so every time he was at that garage, I would call in on him. And they finally got him because he was actually not, he found out apparently was not supposed to be at that garage like that. So
I truly believe there's these people cannot be helped whatsoever. There's no.
I believe that.
Yeah, you can't really help them.
I agree.
People say for them to be castrated. Is that really going to work?
Did he what? I'm sorry.
Well, go ahead, Bill.
I'm for castration. I'm for castration as long as it lets them bleed to death, because you can still touch a kid without a dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or without.
Yeah, you can still do damage without it, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, I want it to be a capital offense. I want these motherfuckers dead because you can't fucking cure them. I don't care what anybody says.
Or maybe what, life in prison without parole?
I'd go for that.
Yeah.
The thing is a lot of times when they give people life in prison without parole, they still end up getting out. It might be after 30 years, but
Yeah.
it's just
But see, here's the thing
I
too,
don't
though.
know.
They should implement like a one strike rule. If you get caught doing it once, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're done. One strike rule.
I mean, I'm pro death penalty, especially if there is absolute proof. But the thing is like I've studied about the Innocence Project quite a bit. I don't know if you know what that is, but
I
the
do.
Innocence
Yeah.
Project, what they do is they go around on death row or people that have been locked up for a long time, and they check out cases, and they have gotten a lot of people exonerated. Some of them after they'd been executed.
Yeah.
So
I've heard
the
stories
thing
about
about the
that.
death penalty is once you kill somebody, it's a lot of people too. It's not like 3 or 4; it's a lot.
Yeah, I've heard stories like that. Like recently, the Scott Peterson thing. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that case. He killed his wife and
Yeah,
unborn
didn't
child.
killed his wife like on Christmas Day or something like that.
Yeah, like in the river or something. He was on the boat.
Yeah, there was a
Yeah,
boat.
he's got,
Yeah,
apparently
yeah, I
he's got
know
a new
that.
trial.
Yeah, there was a boat involved.
Yeah, he's apparently has a new trial.
There's some interesting things about that case because what was it? The house across the street had gotten broke into like that day or the day before.
Yeah, something like
I
that.
mean, there's a lot of evidence to say he did it, but there's other. I think he did it myself, to be honest
Well,
with you.
he did. He did.
But there are a lot of
He's-
things that should be looked at.
Yeah.
It's hard for
Hello,
people.
Tatiana.
It's
I
hard
didn't
for
get a
people
chance
who
to
have
say
been.
hi to you earlier.
It's hard for people who have been victims to speak
Speak
on
up.
that. I feel like, and not sound, I don't know, cruel.
Right. Man, I don't know if that's the real John Davis or not.
No,
But
John's got the Cardinal.
he's telling
The
some
one,
interesting
the
shit.
one with the cardinal is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
always thought that was
fuck it,
better.
I can't tell from
And
StreamYard if the real John Davis is modded, but
yeah,
Yeah.
the one with the cardinal is the real one.
I always thought that was the Arizona Cardinals logo.
I don't know sports well enough to tell you, honestly. So how is everybody tonight? Everybody's so cool.
Wait, where did Bill go?
I was gonna say it
Oh,
got
there he is.
awful quiet.
Oh, there it is.
I might have disappeared for a second there.
Welcome back, Bill.
well, Penny Ortiz has an interesting point because I don't really like calling this a community, but everybody does, so I do too. But
Well,
yeah, we
it's a
should call
community
it a
slash
village.
movement. Oh, village.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that.
Well,
and I'm gonna name Red Hood the village idiot.
Oh,
well, what about Ryan?
Did he say what about Ryan?
Him too. They can both be the village idiots. Yeah, right. Ryan is still saying that I'm fucking great grandma, even though it's been proven more ways than one that I didn't have anything to do with that shit. I've been being messenger.
Kenzie and Gabby been passing around that voice changer for a month now.
Sherlock Ryan.
I want my voice changer back.
You're gonna have to fight Kinsey and Gabby for it.
Yeah, well, they can keep it because all I did was impersonate people and get in trouble with it. So,
Yeah, but why do they blame me for everything?
dude, I do get blamed for everything, man. I've been blamed for so much shit that I didn't do. Like people say I'm this account and that account, and I'm none of them. Some of them have been proven, but others I kind of doubt ever will be. You know, like when I was being blamed for being, what was it called, in the dark or something like that. Like I knew the whole time that it was Vic, but I didn't know. I didn't think he wanted other people to know, so I just took it. I didn't say, yeah, it's not me, it's Vic. I said it wasn't me, but and then Vic came on, I think my stream and was like, "Yep, that's me." I'm like, "Thank God, I'm clear to that one."
I'm reading the comments. Is that somebody in your church, John Davis?
John, here, if you want to, John, come up and tell us about it.
I'll pull up on a church member too.
Wait, the real John's coming up?
I don't know. I'm reading comments and
I don't know.
Yeah. Just trying to clarify what we're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to come up. I'm just.
Come up here and tell us about it.
It's easier to clarify by talking instead of trying to type it. Yeah. Yeah, I want to hear about this. And I don't want you, like, I agree, it needs to be taken care of, but.
It's in his son's girlfriend's church.
I don't want you to go back to prison, man.
Okay, John. I'll get details. We'll see what's going on,
All right,
you
good.
guys.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah, take care of that, man.
Yeah, I'll get details.
John, I don't want you going back to prison, though.
Yeah, he won't get in trouble. I'll get details. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm not above pulling up at a church. And I'll be real ladylike. To an extent.
At least at first.
To an extent.
Until he pushes your buttons.
I tell you, you can do that accent all day long. I am a sucker for a Southern accent.
You know, I don't know. Me and Gabby say it's a disorder because we just kind of do it randomly. We'll just be out somewhere and just all of a sudden it just happens. So we just call it some type of disorder. We're not real sure.
I like it.
See, when I hear Sammy talk, I don't think of Indiana. I think more like of further down south, you know?
Well, I could be a Georgia Peach, Terrence.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, Georgia.
People that grew up in Southern Indiana, they do have a slight Southern accent. I mean, Kentucky is right down from it. Yeah.
Well, my mom was from Kentucky, so the South ran.
Well, there you go.
My mom was Kentucky and my dad was Tennessee, so.
Oh, yep, there you go.
Some call that hillbilly. We're not quite sure.
Or country bumpkin.
Yeah, we're not quite sure.
Well, as long as your parents weren't related before they got married, it's all right. Well, actually, no, in Kentucky, that's acceptable, right?
Well,
anything south of the Ohio River.
Well, they call it like I don't know. I'm not for sure. I think they have like an Eastern Western type of thing. I'm not sure how that goes.
Yes, Red Rum. We went through this last night. I am ICU. That's why sometimes we said the same things at the same time. It was because my voice changer was malfunctioning.
Bill was everyone on the panel last night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much everything that I've ever been accused of, I did it. I did it all.
Bill was playing 2 roles last night.
Bill is a man of many talents.
Well, yeah, and when I don't agree with myself, it gets really confusing.
Okay, you guys, I think I'm going to jump
I
down
mean,
off of here
all you
now.
guys. All right, thanks for coming up.
Thank you,
I
Bill.
think
You
Sam's
guys have a
coming
good
up.
night.
I mean, all you guys hear is what I say on the outside. You got to hear the shit that I keep on the inside.
Mm. About the cocaine bill? Or
Like, oh, I didn't know that. Cocaine. I didn't know that Smashley was live, or I wouldn't have went. I guess I don't have notifications on for her.
Yeah, I got notified. Forgot I was sub
I
to
guess
her.
I don't have notifications on for her. I know I'm sub to her. I just didn't get a. I don't know. Oh shit.
She's doing a panel?
Oh no, that was a while ago. Well, I just checked my notifications up top. It says I didn't even know that Alex had a catch, but that was a while ago.
Oh
That was
man.
45 minutes ago. I don't know if it's still going on or not. You know
Um
what? Fuck it. I'm gonna hang this up.
yeah, he could still be live. He does usually have long catches.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize that was going on, or I wouldn't have done this. I was just bored.
Well, Bill, I'll say this. It's been an honor to talk to you, and thank you for having me up. Appreciate it.
Well, no, I appreciate you coming on, man. Even
Thanks.
though I am actually you, switching
And
back and forth with a voice changer.
Yeah. So you're talking to yourself.
Right.
Yep.
Every single time. I'm also a locksmith. You guys didn't know that, but
And you're John Davis.
and I'm John Davis,
Yeah. And you're Ed.
and I'm Ed. Oh, I'm also Bick Dickhead. I got accused of being him too. Even though he's an Asian Australian, he has a very distinctive Australian accent.
Oh man.
Who else have I been accused? I've been accused of being a bunch of people that I'm not.
I'm surprised Ryan hasn't gone after you for all that.
Oh, he's tried. He accused me of like a bunch of shit that the thing is like he's got a couple of ladies talking in his ear that used to talk in my ear, and
Yeah.
they're filling his head full of shit. So I mean, some of it's true, some of it's taken out of context, and some of it's complete bullshit.
So basically Ryan's smitten by them too?
Yeah, it sure sounds like it. He came at me awfully hard, and like he's too much of a soy boy to really
Soy boy.
I'm not kidding. I know I've said it 100 times. When I'm arguing with Ryan, I feel like when a little kid tries to beat you up and you just put your palm on his forehead and he just swings and swings and swings, never gets anything
Yeah, I
done.
know you're
That's what I feel like when I'm arguing with Ryan.
He's very hard-headed, if that's the right word.
Yeah. I mean, even like when we were telling him where the proof was at and showing him things, he still fucking said it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let Ryan find out the next biggest mystery.
Oh, it won't matter. It'll be me. Whatever happens next, it will be me.
Yeah, see, you can't figure out what the real answer is, so it might as well be Bill.
Yeah, he tried to pin a bunch of shit on me. It's funny.
Anything that goes on around the world, he'll probably say, "Oh, blame Bill."
Yeah, I'm actually responsible for what's going on in Ukraine right now. And the solar flares yesterday, it was me.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Boy,
All
Ryan,
right,
he's
y'all. I'm gonna hang this up.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Thank you again, Bill. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. I appreciate everybody that showed up.
Yeah. All right.
Later on, we'll do this again sometime.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Later on.
All
All right,
right.
man.
Peace.
We'll talk to you all later.